Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you are good. Today, I want to teach you about loaning. You want to take a loan for 4 years, and another person wants to take a loan for 2 years. Generally, you are paying the same amount per month, generally. If you do not need all this money as a lump sum, maybe there is a project you are doing in phases. Did you know that taking this loan for a shorter period will be cheaper than taking this loan for a longer period? I want to demonstrate to you. Let me share something. And I want us to do from the scratch. So this is my Excel. I want us to assume it is a loan for 500,000 for 2 years. And another person takes a loan for 1 million for 4 years. We can even reduce these figures further. The loan for 500K, we can even make it a loan for 250K. And the loan for 1 million, we make it a loan for 500K. You can see one is for 4 years, the other one is for 2 years. This loan, the interest is at 12% per annum and is charged on reducing balance. So those are the things that I want us to work on. So let's have the first working. This is, we have reduced the loan from 500K to 250K. So this is 250K 250K for 2 years. So we have the loan at start, or the balance at start. We have the principal amount that you pay. We have the interests that is at 12% per annum. This is 12% per annum. This is installment. Then we have balance at the end. We can add an additional column for this is the month, and this is the serial number. So we have from serial 1 to serial 48. So I will just say is equals to this plus 1 and drag that all the way to 48. Sorry, we started with 24. So I drag that up to 24. The serial number 24. So this will be the loan you are starting on March 2026. And so I can double tap, and we have the loan will end on February 2028. The balance we have said you start with 250,000. 250,000. The loan is on reducing balance. So 250,000 you will pay for 24 months. Per month, you will pay a principal of 10,000 for 16.66. So this is 10 for 16.66. It's recurring. The interest is 12% per annum, which translates to 1% per month. So I will say 0.01 times this amount. The first month, you will pay an interest of 2,500. So the installment will be the principal plus the interest. You get 12,916. The balance at the end will be the balance at the start minus this principal that you paid. That comes to that. So now for April 2026, it will be the balance as at March 2026. So I can double tap. Excel will take care of that. The principal is the same, so I can just double tap. The interest is the same throughout. I can just double tap. The installment, it is this plus this, and since I have that, I can just double tap. The balance at the end will still be the balance at the start minus the principal paid, so I can just double tap. And to avoid so many decimals, let me reduce these figures into with no decimal place. Yes, now they are complete figures. What is the interest that you will pay at the end? This is the interest that you are going to pay. We have a summation of E25, sorry, E2. We have E2, this E2 to E25, up to this E25. So I can say, okay, it will cost you an interest of 31,250. Remember, I've said the assumptions that we are making is that this person does not need all this money together. So another person could take the same, double this amount, 500,000, but you pay in 4 years. What will it be different? Let's see. We have 500K for 4 years. Because I have these formulas, I don't want to go and reinvent these formulas. So allow me just to copy this and paste them here, and then do some adjustments here and there. So I can have that. I have it here. The serial numbers, it will now go to serial 48. It will go all the way to serial 48. 48. Yes, we have 048. So the months, I'll just come here and continue double tap. We have February 2030. That's when it will be cleared. Now, what we shall change here, the principal at the beginning, the balance at the start is not 250,000. It is 500,000. Payable in 48 months. So we have 500,000 divided by 48. it still comes to the same principle because remember we've said you are just increasing the period. So this one I can just continue and double tap. The principle I can still have this. Let me just make sure it is equal to this. Sorry, is equal to this. And this one, I make sure it is the balance at the start minus the principal that was paid. So once that is the case, I still double tap and let's see. I double tap. So this one we have the interests, we continue paying interest. The interest is 1% of 500,000. So let me see what we get. The installment is still the principal plus interest. I'm okay with that. I can just double tap. I can just double tap. The balance at the end is the balance at the start minus the principal. So if I'm okay, I can just double tap. Let's see what we have. I don't know why it was not continuing doing this, but let me just continue double tapping. Double tap. I can just double tap. So we have at the end, let's see what is the interest that you pay. The interest that you pay will be E2, this E2 here, to all the way to E49. Let me see E49. Where is E49? This one. So I'm okay with that. You will pay an interest of 122,500. Somebody who took 250K for 2 years paid an interest of 31,250. Remember I said, if you do not have so much pressure, sometimes it would be cheaper, take a loan for 2 years, then take another loan for 2 years. Of course, there are other costs like loan processing fee, there is insurance, but you can see this is 31,250, and the interest for this is 122,500, almost 4 times. Even if there were other costs like loan processing fee and interest and so on, you can see if you take a loan for a shorter span, at the end, if you did not need all this money as a lump sum, it is cheaper. Let's keep on learning.